Hello, I am Matthew Harrigan. This is our game Run for Your Life. Uh, and I'm going to detail some of the gold points that we got for this, or some of the gold point concepts that we did for this game. So I'm going to go ahead and end for a new game. I can enter a seed as shown here. And one of the things I can do in this screen is I can go into an options menu because standard draw doesn't really know the size of a monitor. It doesn't know how big to draw everything. Sometimes when you have a monitor that inexplicably enlarges things like mine, the game goes way off your screen. And so we went ahead and we added in an ability to change the size of the game field. In this case, I'm going to make it 30 by 90. That's what fits on my screen pretty nicely. I can go ahead and hit confirm and it'll open a new window here. That'll have my new settings. And let's begin the game. So here's the player. Whoa, here's the player down in this corner. He is directional. So depending on the way you last move, he'll face that way. The same thing for the enemies here. Depending on the way they last move, they'll face that way. And then also when you shoot a bullet, it'll come out the direction you're facing, and it will also have direction. It looks like kind of a little triangle, and that's it'll be pointing the way that it's moving. And it's not like we have 4 different tiles for that. That's all done in the drawing method. Also, these walls here, these are also in their drawing methods. They look at the world around them and they decide how they should look to have this seamless border between them. I guess I'll start showing you that directional movement. So here we go. I'm moving around in a circle, and you can see that I'm changing direction. And as the enemy tracks me down there, he also changes direction. And oh, he's gonna kill me. And so these little NPC red guys, they're pretty powerful. They've got an interesting tracking algorithm that makes them very hard to fight. You can see here he's running away from the bullet. That's because he knows there's a bullet chasing him. He actually has a 1 in 20% chance of being able to dodge a bullet per thing around him that he doesn't want to go through. And that's to make it a little easier to kill them because otherwise they'd be pretty powerful. Here we go. I finally killed something. I'm pretty bad at this game. I'll definitely demonstrate the lose screen, not the win screen. So here we go. We have two cornering me. Let's see. Oh, I did it. The way that the NPC algorithm works is when you get within 10 tiles of them, they stop moving around randomly and they employ a recursive strategy to find the closest path to you. They treat other NPCs, walls, and bullets as objects they cannot walk through, or in other words, they can only walk through the floor and the player. The algorithm's smart. It's not actually that intensive, although the autorator still didn't like it, of course. And there we go, I died because I wasn't paying any attention. As you can see, it has a losing mechanism. There's also a win mechanism. It's just like this, except it's green and it says, "You won, hooray!" And I probably won't be able to show that because I'm really bad at this game. Additionally, during the video, there were lives at the top of the screen that were keeping track of how many times you died. Every time I died, the character would get teleported somewhere else and a life would get taken off. The object of the game is to kill all the enemies, and then you lose when you lose all your lives, as you can see. And I think those are all the major concepts. There was another interesting concept of how we did the NPCs and the player, where we kind of have tiles stacked on top of each other, and each tile remembers what tile is underneath it. And that's nice because when you draw it with just characters, it'll just replace it, but when you draw it with these PNGs, it can actually overlay things on top of each other. And I think that's everything that's really important to the game. So thanks.